Hi, my name is Hanspetermeyer, and today I'm talking to Claire Atkin. Claire is working on a project that I find really interesting. It's about, well, I'll let you describe it. Claire, what is this thing called WeAreYVR?
Sure. WeAreYVR is an information hub for the startup community. We're building it currently. It's an open data, multi-database collaboration with a lot of startup agencies and organizations around town so that we can better talk with authority about what we have here in the city and so that we can provide information to boost connectivity in the space.
Okay, that's a lot of words. Why, so who's leading this? It sounds like some kind of government-led thing.
No, this is entrepreneur-led first and foremost. We do have a bit of government money, but this was a program that was invented by startup entrepreneurs in the space who wanted more metrics about the startup community, who wanted more connectivity within the space, and who wanted to provide a product that would actually help startups.
Yeah, so I always hear the stuff with startups, what's the pain point? What pain caused some startup entrepreneur to think about doing this kind of thing?
Really, it was hard to find startups who were in Vancouver online. They don't have good SEO because they're such new companies, so we wanted a database of all the startups. The other major thing is that startups don't have the resources that they require right off the bat. It takes a lot of hustling in order to find, startup-friendly service providers, startup-friendly investors for their specific level of startup, and so we're providing a way of giving information in a transparent database that is easily and freely accessible.
But this isn't up and running yet. You're still in development stage here, right? What kind of response have you got?
It's been overall very positive. We had a roundtable recently with 40 members, all from different sort of backgrounds in the startup community, and it has been loudly very supportive, which I'm thankful for. The government side really likes it because they like metrics and they want to know what's going on in this sort of high-growth startup tech economy.
Mm-hmm. Why would they want to know that? Startups
are an increasingly important part of our diversifying economy in Vancouver and internationally. There's a lot of talk about how startups can teach us, new ways of growing companies, new best practices. I think they're just fascinated. The other thing is, high growth companies tend to improve jobs, the amount of jobs. So
having a better handle on how any public money is invested in startups, having a better sense of what the return on investment is good for them. This is also kind of a marketing thing, isn't it? Is it for Vancouver a marketing thing?
When you're talking economic development and economic growth, it can't hurt to be transparent about your story. Absolutely, we need, people to move to Vancouver and to help grow the tech economy here. Vancouver is an incredible place to live, and why not tell that story? So yeah, absolutely. So
the WeAreYVR project is going to help not only identify who's here, but also job opportunities. What else?
Job opportunities. It will be a list of events, jobs, startup-friendly service providers. It'll have a list of companies who have visa exceptions for anyone who wants to work in Vancouver. So if they want to work in Vancouver, they can go to this one URL and see anyone who can hire them and help expedite their visa process. It'll have all the startups, investors, and accelerators in the city as well.
Okay. Now you've actually got a name for this. It's called Startup HealthCheck. Is that right? Now, and you're not even in alpha stage, you said, but you're looking for people or other communities who might be interested. So maybe make an invitation to people who can use this stuff.
Anyone who wants to map their startup economy and to provide a sort of transparent information hub for the startup economy can use this code base that we're calling Startup HealthCheck. This is the code base that is the skeleton of WeAreYVR. So anyone who wants to do that can contact us at claire@WeAreYVR.ca. Okay,
now there was one more question and I've gapped out on what it is, so I'm going to ask it again because we're just going to rattle on here. The final, oh yeah. So, as I understand it, you're seeing this, or you folks are seeing this as specific to medium and large cities who've got a significant tech sector, right? How does it help? I mean, I'm seeing applications for this in I come from the Comox Valley. It's a small community, lots of talent there. I'm seeing an application there, but what are your thoughts on that?
Whether startups and fostering startup economies is appropriate for small towns, I'm actually not sure. But from an economic development perspective, I don't think it can hurt to provide an information hub for the people who are in your community, for anyone looking to come to your community. If you can do that in a transparent, open data, free and accessible database, why not? Because you can only help when you know what resources are around you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think we've got lots of resources in our community. I know there's lots here in Vancouver. Thank you very much for making the time, Claire.
Thanks very much for having us.
And thank you for watching, and I'll provide resources or links at the bottom of this page. You can follow WeAreYVR on Twitter at WeAreYVR.
Thanks very much.